you see in this video right now, it's not by coincidence, it's not random, it's not a mistake. You're gonna see this video when God knows you're ready for it. I've just been thinking a lot lately, man, and it's becoming apparent to me that we pray for blessings and we just beg God for these miracles and signs and wonders to happen, and we don't even take the time to step back and realize, one, we're standing in the midst of answered prayer, and two, that he might have already answered some of our prayers and we just don't realize it because it's not how we were expecting for it to look. And sometimes the journey is greater than the destination. And let me just expand on that just a little bit. God is not withholding you from anything. And I heard a saying one time, nothing is happening to you, it's all happening for you. So that pain that you felt, that delay, that rejection, it was never punishment, it was God's preparation. You have to understand that you gotta be able to shift your mindset and your perspective, or else you're just gonna keep living through the same lessons, and God's gonna continue to allow you to go through the same lessons until you understand what he's trying to teach you. And that's the part that most people run from, I think. They pray for purpose, but they don't want the process that produces it. They don't want to really invest the pain. And I can't even put too much blame, because I used to be the same way, just frustrated, comparing myself and wondering why I'm not further, man. I used to ride the city bus on my way down to Wake Tech Community College, thinking I should have been back in university, thinking my music should have taken off by now, thinking I should have been in my own whip and a fly crib, a whole bunch of shit. But after I was able to put in the steps and really put in the pain, fast forward them years, man, now I'm riding past that same bus stop in a 5 Series BMW on the way to my downtown high rise after graduating from the #1 HBCU in the world. And I'm not even saying this to toot my own horn or to flesh or none of that, but this is just to say, and it just goes to show that God's timing is impeccable, man. God's timing is perfect. God's timing is so eerie, and when it happens for you, you're gonna be able to look back at it and say it all made sense. You're not gonna want to change a single thing about your story, because it's your story and it's your testimony and it's specific to what you went through and God's plan for you. And I realized, like, had I got everything when I was praying for it back then, when I was so frustrated, when I was just so in my head and in comparison and letting that be the thief of my joy, if I would have got everything when I prayed for it, I would have lost it, because I wasn't equipped yet. God hadn't put me through enough to know that I was gonna be able to maintain what he was gonna bless me with. This is just simply to say, character is just not something that you can rush. Like, if you skip growth, if you skip the process, if you skip the pain, you miss out on the whole purpose of the journey to begin with. You know, the journey is greater than the destination, and I say that because in that little interim, from the beginning of your journey to where you're trying to get, that's gonna build you into the person that you're supposed to be. That's gonna build you into who you are at the core of your being. And you know, knowledge itself that's like a pillar of life. You gotta understand who you are before anything else. So if you just skip all the ingredients and you just wanna rush to the full course dinner, everything ain't gonna be looking right, everything ain't gonna be tasting right, because you skipped the process. This is a gospel song, it's called Greater Is Coming by Jacqueline Carr. I played it so many times back to myself, and I still play it sometimes, because the whole gist of the song is saying, if I hadn't been through all this hardship, I would have never known my strength. You know, they got bars in there where it's like, she said, if it wasn't for the pressing, I wouldn't be able to walk into my destiny. Let me say that again. If it wasn't for the pressing, I wouldn't be able to walk into my destiny. Pain is a necessary investment for progress. You gotta know that. That's why now when it starts looking rough, I don't even trip. I really just gotta take a step back and look at it from outside of myself. To be honest with you, I really start to get more excited now when I go through things, because I know on the other side of that, it's gonna be the best version of myself. I say that to people all the time. On the opposite side of fear, on the opposite side of going against your hardship, it's gonna be the greatest version of yourself. That's God right there testing you. That's him testing what he taught you. Just keep it in the back of your mind that every delay was discipline. Every closed door was God saying, hold on, I'm not finished with you yet. I'm not done molding you yet. So be happy that you went through this journey, because once you get to the destination, you're gonna be the greatest version of yourself. I'm gonna continue to drill that into your minds. If y'all keep following me through this channel and through this journey, I'm gonna just keep instilling that into y'all. The more that you go against your fears, you're gonna become greater each and every time. You're gonna improve yourself. Sometimes God's gonna allow you to feel empty so you can learn how to pour into yourself and into others. He's gonna allow all them distractions to fall off so you can get back to the source, so you can refocus. Every single thing that's happening for you right now is shaping a version of you that can handle what's next. So if you're watching this, don't give up, man. Don't let impatience move you out your position, because the version that God is building to you right now is the one that your future needs. You're not late, you're in training. Lock in, focus. You're gonna see this video when God knows you're ready for it, and when you do, you're gonna understand that every single thing that you thought was breaking you was building you. One love, good game. Thanks.